Greetings to all of my Virgos. Hi, Virgos. All right, we are going to get into a general reading for you. If you have been following suit, you probably saw that I uploaded a lot of other readings for the other zodiac signs prior. I'm kind of working my way back. Okay, if you can, if you noticed it. So started at Aquarius and I'm working my way back. All right, so. Well, I started at Pisces, but Pisces is on another channel. And this is Sage that I lit, trying to clear out some of the energy. Just got finished doing some of the other readings. Okay. All right. So we're going to get into a general reading for you, Virgo. See what comes out. These readings will be time stamped. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use these tarot decks. This tarot deck for you. Okay. So Virgo. The stone that's connected to the fifth chakra with you, because you're connected to the fifth chakra, meaning the throat chakra. The throat chakra, the energy of the throat chakra supports our ability to communicate clearly and truthfully. And so one of the many stones that's connected to the throat chakra that you can use if you're trying to clear out your throat chakra, or if you are trying to just balance it out, align it in the right way. Okay. And bring some clarity to your communication or some truthfulness to your communication. One of the blue stones that you can use is blue lace agate. Okay. So, and it corresponds with the throat chakra. All right, so I'm going to read on that. And the book that I'll be reading out of is the Crystal Healing Card, Chakra, and Universe. Okay. All right, so soft energy brings inner peace as it cools down emotions and calms you down. It gets rid of the negative traits formed by the pessimistic memory from interpersonal relationships at a young age. It has the ability to purify old times of norms, anxiety, and sadness to a brighter version. It corresponds with the fifth chakra. Blue is its color. The energy with this gemstone is it gently heals the wounds and shame caused by misunderstanding, making you return to your original state. The application that you can wear this, where you can put the stone either on your body or in your environment, is place it on the respective spot or especially behind the neck. It has a powerful effect on curing the neck. It is normally used as jewelry. Okay, so how sometimes you see necklaces and they'll have like the stone in the back, they'll have some stones around the front. So maybe this is one of the stones. If you want to make a necklace or something like that, this is one of the stones that you can have at the back of your neck. Okay. All right. All right. So, Virgo, you rule the sixth house, Virgo. Okay. And the word that's associated with you is digest, like digesting something. Okay. All right. So let's see what comes out. Let's see what they're saying in the book about you, Virgo. Okay. Okay. So, in the book that I'm using is the Starcodes Astro Oracle deck. And this is by Heather Roan Robbins. Okay. All right. So, symbolized by a woman goddess holding a sheaf of wheat. The mutable earth sign Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Wheat can only feed the multitudes once the grain is sorted from the chaff. Virgo is connected to the nervous system and the intestinal tract, the job of which is to sort nutrients from waste. The sun shines here August the 21st through September the 21st. The action with this card with you, Virgo, is look for the grain and release the chaff. Weed, harvest, sort. Something in this situation needs to be sorted, edited, or reorganize in order to bring it into harvest. Whether you're asking about whether you're asking about a relationship, a work project, or the culture in which you work. Virgo wants you to be specific, sort and release a habit, not a person, and change how you interact, but not necessarily with whom you interact. Examine the situation for the patterns that need to be released and composited, and what seeds need to be saved for another time or planted for the next season. Rather than focusing on faults, appreciate what is valuable about each interaction, opportunity, and person. Truly absorb the worth and wonder and be healed thereby. It may be time to take an introspective break and work on your self care routine. Look at your diet and health habits to see what needs improvement. Absorb vitality. The challenge with you, Virgo, is if you just weed the garden and don't plant or cultivate, all you'll have is an empty bed. Editing without creating gives you no content. Sometimes you have to ask the inner editor to take a break and let the creative process flow. Then let the editor clean and polish. The gift with you, Virgo, is this world is gloriously complex. Virgo encourages us to see how the details fit together, how the leaves and twigs make up a forest. Light and shadow co-create our image of the whole. Rather than judge the worth of the part, pay attention to the necessary role each piece plays. The shaft protects wheat so it can grow, and therefore has value even if it's not edible. Perceive not just with your mind, but with mind, heart, soul together, and soul together. So, this is about you really taking things apart, dissecting things, right? And really just kind of making sure that even if something seems like it isn't valuable, look at it a little deeper because it could be something that is, it may not be edible, but it at least holds a purpose. It still creates some sort of power, nutrients, protection, or something. Okay. All right. So, and that could be in any area of your life, but that's who you are, Virgo. The sixth house, or that's what your zodiac sign represents. The sixth house, sustainability. Let's see what the sixth house is about. Let's see. If your chart were a village map, the sixth house would represent the central kitchen, gym, health clinic, and dog park. The sixth house speaks where you live out your daily habits, your work environment, your pets, your mind body connection, and how you tend your health. The action with the sixth house, Virgo: work smarter, not harder. The opposite of a dysfunctional situation is a sustainable ecosystem. Make your life sustainable. Look at the time, resources, love, care, and sweat you put into your life and assess whether you are putting as much in as you're getting out and whether you're receiving as much as you put in. The input and output have to match. Maybe not every day, but certainly every week or month, or you cannot sustain the long haul. The sixth house concerns your daily work, not necessarily your vocation or longed for career. If you're waiting tables to support your acting career, the sixth house speaks both of your day job and what you do toward that dream. Put in some time and effort on your dreams to bring these two paths closer to being one and the same. Assess your work environment. Besides the money and professional trajectory, Most jobs offer an opportunity to bump souls with others, a stage to work through karma and round out our personalities. Camaraderie can help to create a healthy work environment. Attitudes make all the difference. Watch where you put your mind. Nervousness can turn into chronic anxiety, which taxes the health. Give your mental hamster something worthy to work on and keep them from merely spinning. Look at your daily habits and invest in good self care. Make healthy food delicious and healthy activity enjoyable. Play with a dog or talk to the wild birds. Time with animals can restore the spirit as well as be great exercise. The challenge with the sixth house Virgo is worry can give you the illusion that you're taking care of business, but it does not further your goals. The gift with the sixth house is you can create a beautiful and sustainable ecosystem out of your life as you pursue a delicious, healthy work-life balance. So this is just about you finding balance in what you want to do in your life, and finding a way to get things done, not being a workaholic, but also knowing how to ground yourself. Like it said, like go play with animals or do something that you really do like, or just go out in nature and relax a little bit. If you have a goal that you're trying to reach, you may be working, saving money or something like that so you can pay for some sort of talent or some sort of trade or something like that. But this is about you finding balance and seeing the value in everything that you do and the value in relationships in your life, right? Not throwing away things or, letting misunderstandings overtake your mind and put your energy into that energy of anxiety, because it doesn't help at all, or anger or animosity or something. All right, so Virgo, you rule. You're connected. Let me correct that. You're connected to the fifth chakra, and let's see what that's about. Okay, pertaining to you. The fifth chakra is about communication. And the affirmation that you should speak when you see this card is I am expressive. The throat chakra color is blue. Cooling to pacify the nervous system. The third chakra connects us to holistic thought, generates wisdom, and supports our communication and speech skills. It is driven by the principles of communication and expression. Ether is its element, also known as spirit in the Sanskrit language. Sanskrit language. Ether describes the non physical world of vibration and sound. Sounds have a healing, hold on. Sounds have a healing, purifying effect on the cellular structure and can harmonize, dissonate frequencies. The awareness of language and truth are linked to this chakra. Throat chakra and relationship. Our ability to deeply connect with another person is profoundly dependent on whether we can see, hear, understand, and accept the other person, as well as to be seen, heard, and understood and accepted in return. No matter how aligned our intentions are, if we are not able to communicate clearly, honestly, and authentically, or if our communication is not received without judgment or prejudice, we won't be able to become closer to another. Being a great communicator includes not just the skill to deliver a message effectively, but also the ability to recognize the kindness that is needed for it to be truly heard and received. Being truthful with another must start with being truthful with ourselves. That includes acknowledging and loving ourselves for all that we are. The light and attractive parts that are easy to love, as well as our darker and perhaps not so pretty parts that we would rather hide from others and even ourselves. So, Virgo, food for thought is, do you always express yourself honestly to others? If so, is that easy for you? If not, why? A huge part of good communication is being able to truly hear the other. Are you a good listener? Okay. So let's get into, because you're connected to the divine masculine energy, okay? We all connect to both, but some zodiac signs are more connected to one over the other. The divine masculine, the frequency of the divine masculine supports an active, focused, and strong side. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think I'm tired, but it's just I don't know. Some of the times when I do these readings, it is so easy for me to just blow through this, and then sometimes I just get so caught up. Okay. The frequency of the divine masculine supports our active, focused, and strong side, facilitating our capacity to transform our dreams into form. Okay. All right. So let's read on with that. Divine masculine. When you see this card, the affirmation you should speak is, I am divine masculine. In the new energy, we let go of traditional roles, allowing new masculinity and new femininity to arise. Just as the concept of divine feminine is no longer exclusively for women, divine masculine is no longer just for men. We all hold both masculine and feminine energy and attributes within us, and both must be and both must be fully recognized, understood, and expressed. The masculine is active and focused. His nature is to direct and push. He is intrinsically connected to the material world, providing security, structure, and reason. And his intrinsic nature is closer to the earthly and physical planes. The new divine masculine is balanced, conscious, sensual, and gentle, able to facilitate the expression of the divine feminine. He is loving and kind, strong and independent, yet open to co creation and partnership. The image description on this card is, the center square, as well as the number 4 and all the straight lines, refer to the form based world of physicality that is associated with the masculine. The green indicates our deeply rooted truth. The dark blue refers to the vast universe. The swirling circles in the background represent dimensions and star systems beyond this earth that are at our origin. Divine masculine in a relationship. Although we all carry qualities of both the masculine and feminine inside of us in most relationships, there is one person who predominantly embodies the feminine attributes and one the masculine. The harmony between the two might depend upon one's individual understanding of this inner dual nature, as well as the outer roles that each person plays in the relationship. The masculine side can drive things forward and get things done, as he is closely connected to the earthly plane and the physical world. He can offer structure and foundation, something solid in which to anchor. The directed and focused masculine often needs the receptive and flowing feminine to feel inspired and creative. While the masculine excels at action, he needs the feminine to imagine all the possibilities he could manifest into form. Food for thought, Virgo. Can you think of some examples or role models in the public eye who embody a new and balanced divine masculine? Are you in touch with your masculine side? How does it express itself? Think of some things that are considered masculine. How do you feel about those? How do you feel about things that are considered feminine? Okay. All right. And then we're just going to read on with the sun and the moon. The sun card is more about like the source. Okay. And I'm just going to read the paragraph and then the challenge and the gift for this card. Sun, source. In your natal chart, the sun symbolizes the core of your personality, your life force, ego, and consciousness. The sign and aspects of the sun describe how you express that basic vital energy. From our earthly perspective, the sun circles the zodiac once a year, but in truth, the sun is the center point around which the planets revolve. All other bodies in our solar system reflects its light. It is unimaginably huge. 1,000,000 Earths could fit within. The challenge with this card is narcissism is the shadow of the sun's energy. The false belief that I am the center of the universe and you are not. Learn to earn attention and respect rather than demand or expect it. The gift with the sun card is this sunlit moment is an opportunity to let your ego step out of the way, let the sun's light flow through you, and let spirit do the work. Shine wholeheartedly and share the warmth with friends, family, and community and the world. Make it an offering. Live the truth. I am the center of the universe, and so are you. So, Virgo, this is about you shining your light and also helping others or sharing the light with others. When you realize what is important in this life and it helps you thrive and it helps you sustain yourself and you feel like you've reached some sort of goal and you're in that moment of shining, it's okay to not try to dim someone else's light by trying to overshadow them. It's wonderful to be honest and truthful. You're connected to the throat chakra. Divine masculine is about pursuing something, so it's okay to be assertive and honest and truthful and things like that. But it's not okay to like overshadow someone with false or altered stories. Okay, so that's what like connected to the Virgo, sustainability, the sun, ego, narcissism, all of that kind of stuff. But let's look at with the moon, the perception of the moon. Okay, so yeah, the moon is about perception and what can be hidden or, how you may be perceived. The moon, ruler of Cancer, speaks of the deeper inner river of emotion, what motivates you, how you experience and express your feelings, and how you nurture and need nurturance. In your astrology chart, the moon is as important as the sun, even though it's much smaller. By a coincidence, of relative size and distance. From our earthly perspective, the sun and the moon, our symbols of consciousness and unconsciousness, appear to be the same size, and this proportion makes eclipses possible. The moon cycles through the zodiac in 27.5 days, changing signs every 2 days and coloring our moods, habits, and behaviors. The challenge with this is look to feelings rather than logic to move the situation forward. Notice any strange responses to anxiety, touchy personal defenses, nepotism, uh, nephobia, or xenophobia, subjectivity or insecurity, either in your motivation or in those around you. Tend to the fear that lies underneath these behaviors. So, this is about you looking at what really causes you, if you're not being honest verbally about something, usually that's rooted in some sort of fear of being judged, fear of being wrong, fear of um, consequences or something. But this is about you looking deeper into why something is happening, okay? And how you communicate. And The gift with the moon card is you are one with the ebb and flow. Watch what sign the moon occupies each day and let the moon teach you about its phases. Align yourself with those tides and make life easier. So, the moon go through phases, right, Virgo? And so this is about like for instance, okay. And it, as it said, it goes into different zodiac signs. um well, it moves into different zodiac signs every 27.5 days, right? And it changes signs. Well, I'm sorry, the moon cycles through the zodiac every 27.5 days, but it changes signs every 2 days, meaning that connect whatever zodiac sign it's, like for instance, right now we're in that Leo energy. We just had a last quarter Leo moon, right? So that's more about your self image and being able to receive constructive feedback through communication, right? Maybe this is someone who you and them are having a conversation and they're pointing something out to you. And like it was saying, as far as like the fifth chakra, communication is not just about being able to say something, but it's also about being able to listen, to someone else's opinion. And so this is around this time you may be getting some sort of like constructive feedback. And I feel like you are, you want to impress others and things like that. So around this time, you may feel good about your reputation and how you're seen by others and things like that. Okay. So I feel like you're going to be releasing fears about being judged. Then we're moving into a new moon in Scorpio on November the 13th. And that is about you releasing these kind of like desires to have like shallow connections. Maybe you've been kind of brushing something off and, really looking at certain connections as, oh, okay, well, it's okay that it's a shallow connection. I feel like you're going to remove the access out of your life, right? Does that mean that the shallow connections hold no value? Those shallow connections could have been people who you just kind of kept them around temporarily until you patched up a relationship with somebody else. Is it right? No, but it served its purpose. Like how we said from, the pulling the wheat from the chaff. And even though you might can't eat the chaff of it, and it's not digestible and the wheat is, but it served its purpose. And that could be where those shallow connections in your life have come in. You have like friends in different categories or certain family members you deal with in different ways and things like that. And so maybe you're looking at something just, a little differently now. Like, do I really want a bunch of shallow connections that kind of fill spaces, until I repair connections that are more valuable to me? Or is it okay for me to be alone and kind of heal myself and be in that hermit mode, which is the card that represents you in the tarot deck? Okay, so this is about you taking the time to kind of like sort through all of that. If something doesn't really touch your soul or connections aren't really like deep and valuable, I kind of feel like you're going to be looking at them differently around the Scorpio new moon. Then we have a first quarter moon in Aquarius on November the 20th. And Aquarius rules like the thyroid hormones, how fast something can move, how slow something can move, how you process stuff. It also rules the calves and the ankles. Aquarius also rules that, the calves and the ankles. So if you think about it, when you use your calves and your ankles, it causes you to pivot from one situation or from one group of people or from one something to another, right? You like turn around. So you could pivot on your with your feet from one spot to another. So this could be a time right now where you're emotionally feeling free and confident. You may feel really good about yourself around this time. You have a better understanding of yourself. You're putting yourself in the right circles around this time. You may be moving from one group of people, like the shallow people, and saying, okay, I'm going to pivot myself to be more around the people who they don't always tell me what I want to hear, but they tell me what I need to hear. And it's constructive feedback. You know, it's not, maybe you had some yes people around you, and that really, it strokes your ego with the sun card, kind of puts you in the narcissistic energy, of, okay, I can overshadow people because I have the yes people around me telling me I'm right. But under the surface is, why do you need to hear that? Why do you need to hear you're right? Why do you need to, even if you're not right, why do you need to be lied to? And this is where that moon comes in, finding the truth about that, going through the ebb and the flow of our emotions in life and the way we communicate, and things like that. And so I feel like you're going to be around people who really understand you more, okay? And then we are moving into that full moon in Gemini on November the 27th. And the Geminis rule like the bronchial tubes, lungs, arms, shoulders, and hands, and things like that, okay? And so this is about you expressing your emotions more. Maybe you're kind of, before you pivot to this more deeper connected group, that that they're going to tell you the truth. Maybe you're kind of having some sort of verbal debate with a group that you kind of look at as shallow. Maybe you're cutting off those connections, and that could bring about some sort of disagreement, lack of meeting of the minds, or argument. But around this time, you're doing what you have to do. This could be work related, it could be school related, it could be family related, whatever, relationship related. Okay, but I feel like you're going to be saying something with your chest, using your voice. Okay. All right. So Virgo, we're going to go ahead and get into a general reading for you around this time. See what's coming out. Again, this will be time stamped, and I'm just going to shuffle these cards one more time right here, like that, and then cut them 3 times. Okay, so first card out for you is the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is Pisces energy, but this is also new energy, right? So this is the energy of, maybe you kind of, at times, maybe either, because this could be you or someone, maybe you kind of felt like you had someone like a fish out of water, maybe you feel like you had them in the palm of your hand and you could kind of do whatever you needed to do. Maybe you didn't see them as valuable, so you didn't see them as throwing them back in the water where they could breathe freely and roam freely. You kind of wanted to be in control. Maybe you looked at them as naive. Now the roles can be reversed, Virgo, because maybe this is how somebody looked at you, as being naive, where they could take control of a situation. The Nine of Swords here, this is that Gemini energy that I'm talking about that we're moving into with that full moon. So this is you kind of being up at night in your head, worried about things, but also this is like almost like worrying unnecessarily, like constantly thinking about something over and over again. So there could have been a situation in your life in the past where maybe you took advantage of somebody's predicament, right? Maybe you or somebody took advantage of your predicament, but whatever it did, it left you in your head a lot, how things turned out, how things sort of played out. This is something that could have created anxiety, insomnia, or whatever. Maybe you were worried about karma or wondering if the person would ever get their karma because of what they did to you. And it could have been about some words, because swords could represent change, they could represent words. But if you look, all of these swords are hanging up on the wall. So this is like a building of something that was built up over time, harsh words that were said over time, or something that happened for a long period of time. Then you have the Seven of Pentacles here. This is Taurus energy. So this is about you investing into something, taking the time to really put that investment into what you want in life. You could be also getting some surprising news too, okay, about some sort of investment. But I do feel like you've been kind of waiting to see whether things are going to come into fruition around this time. Like, are things going to change, or, if something is it going to finally pay off? And then you have the Ten of Cups here, Pisces energy. So this is like you trying to be, maybe there was something that was going on with your family or something like that. Maybe there was a lot of situations going on with your family. Some situations where, I'm not sure what happened with between you and your family, but I see that you are wondering is something going to come into fruition. And maybe you're looking, because the Ten of Cups can be a card of mirages, like how you want to envision something, how you envision the future, family reunions, getting together, celebrations, happy times, things like that, emotional happiness. Now, with this Five of Wands, this is Leo energy. There could have recently been some sort of verbal altercation, or maybe you're kind of looking at the verbal altercation in a different way. There could have been a lot of gossip, pettiness. All of these wands is like everybody's trying to get that one up the other. You know what I mean? Everybody's kind of pitted against each other. Everybody's kind of, feeling like their wand is going to help them be the winner out of the pack. So you may have noticed something, right? But there's some sort of change coming to a conflicting situation. But this Five of Wands could also represent inner conflict, right? This could represent looking within, like trying to figure out why something is the way it is, just trying to figure things out. You have the Six of Pentacles here. This is Taurus energy. So there is about to be some sort of change in energy. This is about paying off karmic debts, paying off a debt. Maybe you've just paid off some sort of debt. Maybe you don't even realize it. It could have been because you tried to deal with something in one way, and maybe it caused you a lot of grief, a lot of sadness. Maybe you decided to say, okay, I don't know what else to do, so I'm going to invest into something else. Because you didn't know how to handle a situation, something could have gotten worse before it got better, right? But this is a time right now where I feel like you're paying off some sort of karmic debt or some sort of good energy. It's like good karma is coming back to you, Virgo, around this time. What is this? The Emperor card. The Aries could be significant in your life. There's also like the Aries could be the head of a household, though, right? So the Aries is like, and in this Emperor card, this could be you being the head of your household. This is like you taking over a situation, like enforcing rules, sitting on your throne, creating some level of structure so everything can flow smoothly, and really not compromising on that, really not bending a lot in that situation there, just making sure things kind of run smoothly in your life. Why is this Page of Cups here? You got the Knight of Cups. There's something coming in. A water sign could be significant. Knight of Cups represents Scorpio energy. Page of Cups represent Pisces energy. Pisces, Scorpio could be significant in your life in some way. But this is also an offer coming in. But this offer is short-lived. This is what I see. Because the Knight of Cups can be something, it's like a fleeting energy. Someone who's romantically sweeping you off your feet, or opportunity coming in that's well dressed, something like that. So there's some sort of significant change coming to a situation here. Look at how this looks, Virgo. There's two cups here, right? There's a cup here and there's a cup here. One has a fish inside. One has maybe water, wine, something, deep emotions inside. One person is standing there and they're kind of looking at this fish, and the fish mouth is open. Fish can't breathe out of water, but this person is kind of looking at it like in a curious way. And it's almost as if this fish represent prosperity too, right? So it's almost as this person don't realize, as long as the fish doing a very good deed by putting this fish back into its natural habitat is bringing prosperity to it. But this could be someone who all they could see is that the fish is smaller than them. So they don't understand. They're kind of naive when it comes to creating good karma for themselves. So there may even be a situation where someone is coming in saying, a knight is a person but this person is in armor. They're on a horse. They seem to be more equipped, more, to deal with this situation. So they may be saying, look, Let me take over this situation. There's a stream here that I can put this fish in. Let me take charge of something. So there could be some change in your life around this time where someone may want to come in and kind of help you out of a situation, or maybe they're trying to show you the best way to handle something. Okay. Why is this Nine of Swords here, the Hermit card? This is the card I was talking about, Virgo, with the Hermit card. But this is a time you may have spent a lot of time alone, maybe in your head, thinking about some painful situation. And I feel like, if you were dealing with insomnia or depression or something like that, or just some really hard thoughts, or, sadness or whatever, I feel like this is giving you a time to really look deeper at a situation and gain a lot of knowledge and enlightenment about what this long journey has been like for you. Maybe you're not even dealing with a lot of people. Maybe you're kind of like you've kind of distanced yourself from a number of people, kind of been in that hermit energy, but that doesn't mean that it was all good. That still could have put you in the energy of sadness. So I do feel like you're looking at something from a different perspective now. You're older, you're wiser. You've had some sort of spiritual enlightenment. You've looked at something in detail about your past and who you are, and communication, things that were said, right? Things that needs to be kind of hung up and out of your mind, kind of just taken out of your mind. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? The Sun card. So you're going to have some level of success with your investment. So you really don't need to worry about it. There's also going to be some sort of something illuminated. Maybe you're getting public recognition or something like that due to some sort of long-term investment. You could have been like, oh my gosh, when is something going to pay off for me or something like that? But I feel like something is going to happen in a very good way for you, Virgo. You're going to be celebrating, either celebrated or celebrating or something like that. Yeah, the Sun card is that Leo energy. A Leo could be significant here. Then you have the Ten of Cups here, and clarifying the Ten of Cups is this Eight of Swords. Again, being in your head, there could be some issues with your family life, okay? So this is about you kind of not feeling trapped, backed up against the wall, this is like you kind of getting out of your head, not really letting so many harsh or bad memories get to you so much, releasing that. If a lot of harsh words were spoken, something was said, something was done, I feel like you're kind of releasing it in some way. Okay, you're going to find a way to get out of a situation, and this could just be you having to deal with family issues. Maybe you feel like somebody was trying to sort of and force their way of doing things on you, and it made you feel trapped. It made you feel like your hands were tied in something. So I kind of feel like this is an opportunity for you to take off those blindfolds and see that really that's all an illusion. You're not trapped or obligated at all. You have more power in this situation and more say so than what you're giving yourself credit for. Why is the Five of Wands here? The Ten of Swords. Wow. So there's a lot of betrayal that's going on. A lot of harsh words. A lot of things that need to be worked through. Gemini and Leo energy here. A lot of things that need to be worked through. A lot of betrayal. Wow. So Virgo, this is a time where this is what I'm saying. Like maybe you're starting to see that some of the connections in your life are really shallow. It's a lot of pettiness, a lot of back and forth, backstabbing energy. It's almost as if somebody wanted to see you at rock bottom. Really down on your luck, not really being able to get back up. There's a lot of arguments and disagreements here, a lot of finger pointing, a lot of people, and this is just deep, deep betrayal. And so I kind of feel like there's a time when, you're trying to work through something. You're trying to work through something verbally. There could, Virgo, the energy I'm getting, there may be something that's coming up in your life where I'm thinking about what was being said in these cards, where Someone wants to know the truth about something, about everything. What was causing a lot of conflict? What was said? What was the betrayal about? What was this backstabbing energy about? What was this defeating energy about? Somebody wants all of this to come to an end, but the way that the way that they're doing this is trying to give you an opportunity to speak on something or to do something, or I don't know, maybe you're being told to like say what you know or speak on what you know or something. Why is the Six of Pentacles here? The Seven of Swords. This is a energy of deceit and lies and somebody trying to get away with something, trickery. This is Aquarius energy. So there is some sort of deceitfulness going on. This is what I'm saying. I see a lot of words. It could even be technology or something that is, it's like somebody's leaving two swords behind, but they're looking behind them, trying to get away with something with these other five swords here. They can only carry so much. So this is like somebody who does not stay long. They hurry up, get in, get what they need, and then they get out, but they leave a trail in some way. There's some sort of trail to let people know that this person was there. There's some sort of evidence being left behind to let this person know, to let people know that this person was there. And because they dropped two swords, they couldn't carry all seven swords. So they're like, let me hurry up and get in and get back out. This is somebody trying to get away with something very quickly. There's a situation that I feel like you're going to have to deal with or address. It could have a lot to do with deceit, betrayal, a lot of pettiness, arguments, what's fair. So I'm going to tell you, the thing about the Six of Pentacles is, it could be either side. You could be either person, because you're the person, if you've been doing a lot of good karma, giving, helping, doing a lot of good, this is what you have coming back to you, paying off debt. Maybe you even paid off some other people's debt. Who knows? But if there was a lot of deceitfulness, there's some sort of trail with this. It's evidence somewhere that was left behind. In some ways, it could be two pieces of evidence that's left behind. If somebody tried to get away with doing something or something like that, Aquarius or a Taurus could be significant. Somebody tried to get away with doing something. There's a scale here that represent balance, some sort of balance that needs to take place, some sort of fairness that needs to happen. And you see two energies on their knees here, and this person is well dressed and they're giving them something, and there's trees outside, so they're doing something publicly for everyone to see. But there's someone, while all of this is going on, that's trying to get away, but they've left a trail they tried to hurry up and get in and get back out, but something happened. All right. King of Cups here. This is emotional intelligence. This is a person who's about healing. Maybe you need to go through therapy, or people could see you as a healing force. A person who's survived a lot of hard times and turmoil in your life, and they may feel like you're easy to talk to, or they can come to you and kind of, express themselves because you were able to get over some things in your life, right? You were able to bring healing to yourself, so therefore you can bring healing to other people, right? So I feel like people may even look at you as someone who gives good advice, or you've healed a lot. That King of Cups is Pisces energy. The Emperor is Aries energy. And then you have the Hanged One here, which is also Pisces energy. So this is about you saying something and getting yourself out of a stuck situation too, right? This is about you saying something from a totally different perspective. This is about you, if you were feeling stuck or feeling limited or like things weren't moving forward. This is about you finding a very unique way to get yourself out of a stuck situation. I'm not sure what this is. I feel like a lot of communication is around this. It could be money related to, with the Pentacles, with the Wands. It could be a lot of trickery going on. Yeah, there's something going on, but the truth is going to reveal itself. You may be required to speak on something or reveal something, or there, because there's somebody did something, but they left a trail with the Seven of Swords without realizing. They were so busy trying to strategize and get away with something, and look behind themselves to make sure that they were getting away. Nobody was behind them. They figured they moved so quick that nobody saw them, but they left two swords, possibly with fingerprints on it. Okay, let's see what else is coming out here. King of Wands. All right, so this is Aries energy. So you may, at this time, you may become a lot more popular. You may have a lot of people looking at you. You could be overseeing a number of projects at this time, investing into a number of things, really making sure that, you kind of I kind of feel like your confidence is building. I really feel like your confidence is building, Virgo. This is like sitting on your throne, feeling amazing, feeling good about yourself. Okay, I really feel like you are in some sort of energy where you're happy the way that things are with yourself. um you may have a lot of people looking at you. You may have a lot of suitors. You could be running a number of companies or something like that. But I see something improving. Wow. And then you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is your energy, Virgo. So I do feel like you are going to be in the energy where you can really take care of yourself. You can take care of your family. What's up under that? The Four of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. So where you can take care of yourself, take care of your family, really invest into some things, improve your life in some way over a long period of time. Some of you all may be investing into business, or you may be investing into just a career, or you're using your career to start a business. Maybe you're using the money from your career to start a business or something like that. But I see things getting better and beautifying up in your life in a lot of different ways. Yeah, so this is, I see some really good things happening. Now, I do see a lot of confusion here, but I feel like this is something that once what's like something that's revealed is going to, something that needs to be said or revealed is going to come out, because there's a lot of deceitfulness with this card here, and it could be pertaining to money and being stuck. You know what I mean? So, all right, Virgo, that is the end of your reading. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate you all from the bottom of my heart. Appreciate you for supporting this channel, hitting that like, share, subscribe button, leaving a comment, and I will talk with you later.